Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to look at an expansion for Hexaquest. In this case, we're going to be looking at Gossip Girl, and Gossip Girl is going to be like sort of your celebrity style trivia. Now, each of these expansions, some of them have a little bit more components than others, like when we reviewed Disc Jockey. It had 2 extra components that you can add to the base game that make it really cool. This one here is just going to have the trivia cards for this category and the hex tokens for it. Now, if you watch our review on the base game here, you can see how to play it with multiple categories, but just know that for here, you can play these just that category. So in this case, since it's a standalone expansion, we're going to show that, and just know, again, look at our review of the base game with multiple categories on how to use those. But you're going to get these little hex tiles here, and you're going to randomly throw them out, and then you're going to place them into a little grid here. And when you place them when you're done placing them into the grid, players are going to take turns grabbing a token and pulling it out. So they can pull it out if it's stuck, like here. I can't pull out this one because it'll move others, but you'll be able to pull out a little thing, and what you pull will determine what you're going to get. Now, there's only one category in this one, but other ones have multiple categories. They'll have you won't know exactly what category is if you pick the point value, or you'll know what category it is, but you won't know the point value. Now, the point value is going to go directly with this card here, and the more difficult the question, the more points it's worth. So if I pull out this 5 here, I will, the person to the left, let me get this in focus here, will ask this question. And it says Shakira was attacked by a blank in South Africa. And you give the multiple choice part. It's going to be A, a turtle, B, a leopard, C, a great white shark, or D, a sea lion. And the answer down here is going to be 5D, sea lion. So you're going to wait for that person to answer the question. If they're correct, they're going to get the 5 points potentially. And what I mean by potentially is they'll get this one here, and now that person has a choice. Do they want to get another tile and try again? And if they do, and answer that correct, they'll get those points. And they can do this up to 3 times, but at any time, if they get that question incorrect, they're going to lose everything that they tried that turn. They'll keep what they had before, but they'll lose all that. And you're going to keep on going until the pile runs out. My slight suggestion, if you're going to be playing this solo, would be that you only let players do 1 at a time, especially if you have a decent player count with this game, because there's not a lot of these little hex tiles that come with the expansion pieces. In general, however, I would recommend this the most if you have the base game, because it's going to give you more categories. It's going to give you more flexibility when you have friends over on which categories you want to use that work best for that play group. Also, if you're interested in the category itself, that's going to be a great expansion to add to the base game. But I highly recommend these expansions if you like the base game. Standing by themselves, they're not as great as a standalone expansion. I'm not really all that in on that concept, but definitely is a great category to add if you already own Hexaquest. So that's my thoughts on the standalone expansion, Gossip Girls. Thank you for watching.